Hello and welcome to the highlights of the fourth round of the Virtual V8 Supercars 2012 season from Hidden Valley. And as you can see, it was Vandoome who took pole position. That's 2 from 2 for the Schizzato Racing driver. And here is the grid on the screen in front of you as the field sets off on its formation lap. And alongside Vandoome on the front row is championship leader Jesper Taulborg. Second row is Toby Davis and reigning champion Florian Strauss. Third row is Francisco Villar and William Levesque. The field was so close here that Levesque and Strani were separated by less than 1,000th of a second. That fourth row made up of Strani and Tobias Schlemo. And the fifth row, Danny Asbury once again qualifying in the top 10, and alongside him on that fifth row is Andreas Loffler for the Black Rebels. Here is the grid. Red lights are on, red lights are out, and away we go. We are green in the fourth round, and a good start there from Vandoome. On Strauss ducks out from behind. Jesper Taulborg. Taulborg's vigorous warming up technique on the grid has not helped at all, and Strauss going down into turn 1 into second place. Taulborg makes contact with his teammate Davis. Oh, we've got a couple of spinners there in the middle of the pack. There's Lennon and Jundt and McGregor also involved in that. As a result, here is a replay of the start down into the first corner, 5 wide in some places. Oh, Loffler hits the back of Schlemo, but look a bit further back. There is Rodriques and Palmer squeezing together. Rodriques came in far too hot and tagged Jundt, who then tagged, of course, Lennon. Lennon spins around and the field avoids him as they go through. Not too much damage there. In the middle of the pack now, here is Butcher. He's battling with Loffler. Oh, Loffler's hit him in a fast part of the track. Oh, Butcher's off. Oh, he's hit the barrier. He's going to come back across, and Johnson bang around and over goes Chris Butcher off the track. Also Francisco Villar in a separate incident further up. Oh, that will be a major incident. On board with Palmer. There is Butcher going back on track. Oh, Palmer just misses him, but Johnson was not so fortunate. In fact, THR teammates there making huge contact. What a start to this race. And here is Lee Palmer now back in the pack, battling with 545 Mate Orban. TPS Racing versus DPG Motorsports, and Palmer squeezes through at turn 6. Through turn 7 they go. Still side by side. Palmer still has the inside, but Orban carries more speed in and retakes the position. Lap 2 of 53. Davis and Taulborg. There is Davis in behind Taulborg, looking back over the game pod wing, and Davis down the inside, slots down the inside there. Great pass from Toby Davis. He goes up into third. In fact, it was a battle for third, not for second and third. And Strani there, looking very strong here today. Once again, improving throughout the season. Here is Lee Palmer in behind Mate Orban. This battle continues. They're in behind Bruno Sousa Ferreira. And it looks like Sousa Ferreira is running quite a lot of wing because Orban has pulled up alongside the Portuguese, and Orban down the inside. A little bit of contact. Side by side on the exit. But Orban looks like he's got the job done, and yes he has, and now Palmer is trying to attack Ferreira as a result. On board with Palmer, down towards turn 4. Oh, Ferreira dives to the inside of Orban, makes the move stick. A little bit aggressive, but just about made the move stick, and now Orban is trying to just keep the position down the inside of Palmer. Palmer's going round the outside, trying to keep the momentum up. It's not going to work, doesn't get the power down enough, and Orban retakes that position. Great battling between these 3 drivers early in the race. Still watching that same battle. Palmer looking around the outside of Orban, sideways. Oh, Palmer's clipped the wall on the inside, and that is Oyala making contact as a result and spinning around. He gets the car restarted. VR also involved in that after he's been battling back through the field. Here is that incident. This is Rodriques, and you see the debris going everywhere. VR trying to avoid it all. John's also, they made contact. Here's McGregor, and there's VR going back in line, but of course McGregor's going to get the run on VR. VR goes back across the track to defend. Down into the first corner. Oh, there's John's getting passed by both of them. There's Ferreira off the track in the background also. Don't know what's happened to him. He was battling with Orban, of course. And Villa goes past John despite being held up, and now he's alongside Rodriques into turn 4. Rodriques holds it around the outside. VR squeezes Rodriques up against that tyre, the curb, and through turn 5 they come out of the hairpin towards turn 6. There is the damage on the front of Lee Palmer's car. Here is that battle still further in the pack. This is the battle for 19th. John's down the inside of Rodriques. We see VR passing Palmer there. We see Matizevski passing McGregor. John's trying to go round Rodriques. Rodriques tried to keep it deep and keep the momentum off the corner. It didn't quite work. But here, back with the battle between McGregor and Matizevski. And McGregor just nosing down the inside. Matizevski's missed the apex as a result. And off the corner they come side by side, squeezing each other onto the grass. And McGregor looks like he's got the position. Matizevski has to slot in behind. Here is Jundt now attacking Matizevski. Into turn 5, the hairpin. Oh, where did Jundt come from? Way back, and takes the position. Matizevski under serious attack here. There's Johnson getting out of the way after his huge repairs, and Lennon goes past Matizevski also. Still on with this big battle in the pack. McGregor trying to go down the inside of Johns. Johns makes a mistake under braking into turn 4, now into turn 5. Of course, John still has the inside. But he can go around the outside here and get the inside for the next corner. And that's exactly what Ross McGregor is doing. Just about. And he's done it. Ross McGregor moves up another position. But this battle is still raging on. McGregor, Johns, Rodriques, Jundt, Lennon. Jundt down the inside of Rodriques. Good move there. Surprise tactic into the final corner. And these cars, all 5 of them, lying astern. McGregor having to defend from Johns after putting a wheel on the grass on the exit. And now Jundt is getting a good slipstream from these two, of course. Down into the first turn. Oh, and Jundt squeezing down the inside, just putting his nose in there, letting him know that Johnson is there. Now side by side. Through turns 2 and 3. This is dangerous stuff. High speed. Down into turn 4. Jundt has braked deeper. And now, of course, he's going to go down side by side and have the inside for turn 5 and plenty of overlap. Here comes Lennon, nosing through also, not able to do so that time around. Now here's Francisco VR. Oh, and Francisco VR has hit the curb and it's flipped the car. VR rolling over and over. Look at the damage, look at his roof. Oh, so unfortunate there for Francisco VR. Made a mistake in the opening lap, was coming through the field. And now that's the end of his race. Loffler there just trying to squeeze down the inside of Eric Tveit, but that's a great battle between those two. Now Palmer and Lennon, these are TPS Racing teammates. Oh, and Palmer gets out of shape! Oh, Palmer gets way out of shape and hits the front of Lennon's car. That's not good teammate contact right there. Palmer in the infield trying to recover. They're both missing. They're both missing their front wing now. And here is Kevin Brents coming down the inside of Marco Felix. These two, of course, endurance specialists, have been struggling a little bit so far this season for pace. But they've both come back into Division 1, and they're both well inside the top half of the field. And they're both having a great battle, as you can see, because Felix tries to come back at Kevin Brents. Adrian Holm there is trying to squeeze down the inside, and Brents is going to do it. Adrian Holm squeezing, yes! Yes, inserts his car in there, but if Felix is going to get a better exit, side by side now. Felix is squeezing Holm. The Portuguese squeezing the Swede, and through comes Felix just about, yes, sideways off the exit, but made that move stick. Now here's Danny Asbury. He's got in tow his ATR Nocturne teammate Tom Ailey. On the outside there is Adrian Holm. If he's not careful, going to be passed by 2 cars. Holm contact with Asbury, and he is being passed by 2 cars. Now here's Davis and Taulborg. This is the battle for 3rd position. And there is Strauss just up ahead, a couple of seconds up the road. Strani keeping very good contact with these. And Taulborg moves to the inside. A carbon copy move, really, of the move that Davis put on him earlier in the race. And now Taulborg moves away from Davis. On board with Toby Davis now, looking back at Eric Strani. And Davis has made the mistake. Strani's going to go down the inside. Will Davis try and keep the momentum off the corner? He does. Going to be very, very close. I think Davis is on the grass a little bit, but Strani's, I think, is slotting in behind. And Davis just about holds on to that 4th position. Here is this battle between Loeffler and Tveit. Oh, and a contact there. Tveit moved across pretty late there into the braking zone, and Loffler nips through. Loffler nips through after contact. Oh, Tveit's coming back down the inside. Contact, but it shouldn't harm Loeffler's supremacy in that 6th position. And Loeffler's having a great run here. Qualified 10th, already up to 6th. Oh, there's Asprey on the grass into the first turn. Oh, contact between Asprey and Holm. Around goes Asprey. He's stranded in the middle of the track, trying to get going, waiting for the driver to go past, of course, in a very dangerous position. Now here's Brents and Schlemo. This is looking to be a great battle. They're just in behind Tveit and Loffler. So we've got very different styles here. We've got the more ragged, more exuberant pace of Loffler and Erik Tveit versus the more solid and stable pace of Brents and Schlemo. And it's Brents who's ahead of Schlemo at the moment. And now here is Brents on Erik Tveit. Down the inside into turn 5. Great pass there. Tveit left. A Holden Commodore size gap. And Kevin Brents obliged. Now here is Felix and Ailey. Felix and Ailey not be able to keep up with the battle just ahead of them, but we can just see it just up ahead. They're not too far behind. And Ailey down the inside of Felix. And the move is made. We've seen plenty of contact through there this race. Now here is Levesque and Strani. They're all by themselves, really. This is the battle for 5th position. And down the inside goes William Levesque, still side by side on the exit. Looks like Strani's tyre's gone off a little bit sooner than William Levesque's, because he's dropped back from the top 3 also. And now here is Schlemo trying to make a move on Erik Tveit as Erik's tyres begin to waste away a little bit more than the more smooth guys behind them. And Schlemo just about had a Ford Falcon size gap there. If there wasn't a Ford Falcon size gap there, he made sure there was. And now here is Brents and Loffler. And Loeffler's going wide. Brents is through. Great move there. Opportunistic. Made sure he was right behind Loffler, ready to take advantage should Loeffler make a small mistake. And that's all it needs, a tiny mistake like that. And Brents was through. Lap 23 of 53 now. Holm and Felix. A couple of drivers have made pit stops. Most of them making pit stops around lap 26, lap 27, so just a few laps time. So tyres are beginning to be an issue, and Holm goes through on Marco Felix. Now here is Loeffler and Schlemo. Looks like Brents has disappeared up the field. Schlemo side by side now with Loeffler. There is Ailey and Tveit in the background having a battle. There is Brents just up ahead of this group, and Schlemo goes through on Loeffler. And there is that battle between Tveit and Ailey, side by side off the corner. Oh! Tveit says, I want that piece of road. And Ailey says, well, I've got no much choice. On the grass I go. At 25 of 53 now, just before the pit stops. And Strauss is under attack from Jesper Taulborg. Strauss isn't fighting him. Strauss just not been able to quite get onto the back of Vandoome, just hanging onto the coattails of the Belgian driver, pretty much. Throughout this race, the gap between 1.52 seconds throughout. But now here is Taulborg. He's caught Vandoome very, very quickly indeed. Vandoome and Taulborg side by side down the straight. Vandoome squeezing Taulborg up against the wall. He's leaving enough gap though. And Taulborg is obliging and going through on the inside into turn 1. This is the 3rd time he'll make a pass in this turn. Oh, he's going wide. He's going wide. Vandoome's coming back up on the exit of the corner, but Taulborg's got the grip off side by side of the corner. Taulborg on the grass, side by side for the lead. And now Vandoome's going to have to concede over the curb. He goes out of shape. Contact hits the back of Jesper Taulborg. Taulborg is leading though. And now Strauss trying to go on the outside of Vandoome. Oh, contact! Contact! Vandoome's off! Vandoome's around! Vandoome is around! And he gets it back on. A great recovery there. Levesque goes up into 3rd. And there is Strani just in the background. It shows how much this field is closed up. But what a twist just before the pit stops. And now here is Felix very out of shape through this corner. I saw him out of shape through there earlier, battling with Adrian Holm. And now McGregor's going round the outside of the Portuguese and takes a position. And down the inside goes Jundt. Jundt down the inside of Felix. There we have it. And they're all piling into the pits now. There goes Ross McGregor. There goes Felix. There is Toby Davies. He pitted early. Tveit in. Nicky Defray in as well. Now, this is Loeffler's pit stop. Here comes Matty Orban. Oh, Orban clips. Loeffler. Loeffler actually hits the end of the pit wall. Almost blocks it for Adrian Holm. Just about managed to get going again. There is Johnson coming back in for his second pit stop of the day. Of course, he's way down, several laps down after that lap one. Huge crash. Amazing, can keep going still. Oh, Vandoome sold Levesque a dummy there and straight down the inside. Vandoome retakes third position on contact off the corner also. Levesque and Vandoome side by side down the straight. Levesque managed to get the jump on Vandoome, not only in that exchange between Strauss and Vandoome, but also in those pit stops. But Vandoome broke a bit later into turn one. Levesque still arguing the point, and still side by side off the corner. We've seen this before with Taulborg, but Vandoome has the position. And now here is Holm and Orban. Orban running very well indeed, up in 13th position. Holm down the inside of the Hungarian. Will he be able to make the move stick? It's more difficult than it looks to make a move stick down into here. But Orban not able to get the purchase off the corner that Holm can get. And Holm is up into that 13th. Now here is Jundt and Madazevsky, Holm's teammate. There is Lee Palmer in behind. Needs to repair the front of his car. And Palmer straight through the inside. What an opportunistic move. 2 positions. Great move there from Lee Palmer for TPS Racing. And Jundt gained position, but of course lost one. Oh, Palmer again out of shape on that curve. We saw that earlier in the race. McGregor and Ailey now. Tveit back ahead. Oh, staying ahead still of Ailey and Tveit. And Tveit and Ailey. Oh, there's a beautiful crossover there from Eric Tveit. Ailey snuck down the inside, but Tveit wasn't having any of it. Cut back and holds the position. Still side by side though, Ailey. Side by side of the corner, trying to get the power down. Sideways, of course, though. That 48 of 53. It's all kicking off later in this race. 5 laps to go. And McGregor going down the inside of Ailey. Ailey's not been able to get past Eric Tveit. Can McGregor get past Ailey? Oh, he's trying, he's squeezing, he's squeezed ahead, and now here comes Felix. Oh, and there is Ailey trying to come back down the inside, side by side, into turn 4. Oh, it's to Felix! Oh, try to go down the inside of both of them, through the middle of both of them, should I say, and out of shape on the brakes. He's spun out of contention there. Now Ailey down the inside, McGregor again. Oh, and it's great action here. Ailey squeezes back past Ross McGregor. Back on board with McGregor. Ailey and Tveit ahead. And Tveit out of shape once again. There's Ailey out of shape once again. Oh, that looked like his moment. Looked like he was going through past Eric Tveit after many laps of trying. But instead he's going to lose a position to Ross McGregor. And there is Oyala. He's a lap down. So Ailey just cuts him off. Oh, and Ailey's gone too deep. Ailey's gone too deep. Oh, and around goes Ross McGregor. Ross McGregor managed to recover it quite quickly, but across the grass and the flowers he goes. Rejoins the track, but he's lost that position and plenty of ground. He would have fancied himself to have a go at Eric Tveit, but not to be at the moment. Lap 50 of 53, 3 laps to go. Felix and Holm. Side by side into turn 1. These two are just behind the battle, the raging battle up ahead, and Holm goes through on Felix. There is Ross. See there, just right behind that battle. Here is Tveit. There he is, leading the head of this train. Oh, not for long though, he's going straight off. Oh, and contact. Ailey, as Tveit rejoins the track, Ailey makes contact with Eric Tveit, and Ailey's got through finally. Finally, Ailey gets through, and Tveit now fighting back. Gonna dive down the inside into turn 4. Contact once again. Oh, these boys are playing for keeps. And Tveit knocks Ailey around. And these two were both side by side. And McGregor's through. After all that, Ross McGregor is through. And now is Holm side by side Eric Tveit. There is no quarter glossed or no quarter given or expected here in the final laps of the round 4 of the Virtual V8 Supercars Championship. This is Hidden Valley. These are the final laps. And it's great entertainment as Eric Tveit again makes a mistake at turn 1, and this time it's going to be even more costly because there goes Felix, 3 wide off the corner, there goes Felix, there goes Ailey, there goes Holm, and finally Tveit has dropped back in behind, and there is Orban and Tveit in behind also. Unbelievable stuff. Orban down the inside of Tveit for 12th. There we go. Tveit has gone from 8th to 13th in just a couple of laps, but now Tveit is coming back at him, side by side, over the line to start the final lap. There is Nicky Tveit also. He's been hanging tight in behind, down around the outside. Oh, there goes Tveit. Where did he come from? Oh, it's gone too deep. 3 wide off the corner. Tveit, Orban, Tveit. Tveit on the grass. Tveit on the grass. Orban is through. Orban is through to 12th. And the winner of the race, after all that, calmly and serenely leading the race since the first pit stop, Jesper Taulborg. It's 2 in a row for him. He strengthens his lead at the top of the championship. 9 points is his lead now over Florian Strauss. There is confirmation of the results. 3rd place for Stoffel Vandoome. For once, not a winner in the Touring Pro Series, but a great result nonetheless. 4th place, a great improvement for William Levesque. 5th place, Eric Strani. 6th place, Kevin Brents. Great result for him. 7th place, Tobias Schlemo. 8th place, Ross McGregor. 9th place is Adrian Holm. And rounding out the top 10 was Tom Ailey. Action-packed stuff there in the Virtual V8 Supercars. And here is the Drivers' Championship. It's 360 Racing. We're leading the Team Championship. You can see with Schlemo and Strauss, but Taulborg has a 9-point lead over Taulborg. 3rd place is Tobias Schlemo, just hanging on to the top 2. But the next round of the Virtual V8 Supercars Championship is at Yas Marina, 23rd of June at 18:45 GMT.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing. Puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be #1 on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.
And don't forget, especially for Virtual V8 Supercars fans, there's a special promotion code you can use there at the bottom right of your screen. 10% off all GamePod GT2 models. Go to gamepod.co.uk to use that.